Hey everybody, I'm here today to tell you how to tell when you need a new transmission. Now I'll be going over some simple symptoms for a failing transmission in an automatic car. Let's get right to it. Symptom number one is if you feel or notice that your transmission is slipping. Now, when your transmission is slipping in an automatic car, it's sort of going to seem like it's struggling or it's underpowered. So you're going to feel like you've lost a lot of power. Now, the easiest way to figure this out is to look at your tachometer and speedometer. Now, your tachometer is the gauge that shows the engine speed. So the number of RPMs, revolutions per minute. And the speedometer is obviously the gauge that shows your car's traveling speed. Now, if you are revving the gas, if you're pressing the gas pedal and your engine revs up high, so your tachometer shoots up and continues to climb, but your actual speedometer is not climbing, then that's a good sign. So basically, if you take your gas pedal and you accelerate, and your RPMs are going higher, but your speedometer is not climbing, okay, or not climbing quickly for that matter, then that's a good sign. So if you hear your engine go, and you're not really accelerating, you're not feeling the acceleration at all, or your speedometer is barely climbing, then that's a good sign that your transmission is slipping. And if your transmission is slipping, it is definitely on its way out, and that's a really, really crucial symptom and sign to look for with regards to needing a new transmission, okay? The second thing that will allow you to tell if you need a new transmission is rough shifting. So usually you know that when you are in drive in an automatic transmission car and you're driving, it's going to shift relatively smoothly, okay? It's going to feel smooth. If it's going from first to second or second to third or any gear shift and you just feel like you're being thrown around, then that's a really good sign. Rough shifting is a good sign that you might really need a new transmission. Now, there are other reasons that might cause rough shifting, but it is definitely an indicator that you might possibly need a new transmission. And I should say this, that you should be looking for combinations of these signs and symptoms. Just one of these signs and symptoms won't automatically mean that you for certain need a new transmission. You should be looking for a combination of them, and that will let you know, okay? Number three, the third thing that will allow you to tell whether or not you need a new transmission is a delay in shifting from park to drive. So let's say that you want to start driving, your car's in park, you put it into drive, and then you press the gas pedal, you release the brake, you press the gas pedal, and the engine is revving, you're not going anywhere, and then you start moving after that. Now, if there's a delay from shifting from park to drive, then that means that your transmission is almost certainly on its way out, okay? So once again, it is one symptom to look for, but you should be looking for a combination to know if you need a new transmission. Now, it's normal for it to take just like a fraction of a second when you shift from park to drive, because the transmission actually has to do some work to get into gear, into the drive gear. So it's normal for it to take a fraction of a second. But if there's a significant delay, if by the time you press your gas pedal, there's a significant delay, that is definitely a symptom. Now, I should tell you this, that sometimes when it's really cold outside, before the car warms up, when you just start the car, if you're shifting from park to drive, it might take slightly longer than normal. Because it's cold, the actual mechanics of the transmission take longer to operate. But that is the exception to the rule, okay? If your car's warm, if it's a regular temperature outside or warm outside, and you shift from park to drive and there's a delay, that's definitely a good sign that you might need a new transmission soon. The fourth thing that you should look for is a warning light on your dashboard. So once again, a warning light in itself doesn't necessarily mean that your transmission is bad. It might mean a slight problem with your transmission or a different part of your car that it's associated with. But a warning light in conjunction with these other symptoms is definitely going to let you know that you probably need a new transmission soon. And last but not least, this is in my opinion by far the most important one, which is number 5. The fifth thing to look for is when it becomes a problem for driving. Now, you can have a slipping transmission, like you can have a transmission that is slipping, and you can have absolutely rough shifts, and you might still be able to drive the car perfectly fine because you only have to drive for 10 minutes to get to work at low speeds and then 10 minutes back home. So with that being said, you can technically and theoretically, you can drive with these symptoms for as long as it makes sense for you to do so. But the point is that, when it becomes a problem for driving, when it makes your driving dangerous, when it makes your commute dangerous or uncomfortable, or when you're afraid that your transmission is just simply going to stop working and leave you stranded, that's when you know you need a new transmission. So you can sort of live with these symptoms and drive with these symptoms for a while, depending on your situation, or maybe because you have a long commute or you want your car to be in tip-top shape. You see some of these symptoms, you get it addressed, and a professional says that you need a new transmission, you get it replaced ASAP. It all depends on your situation. So it all depends on when it actually becomes a problem or a concern for your driving. And that's basically it. In this video, I have told you how to tell when you need a new transmission. I have gone over 5 specific things to look for, to feel for, to just try and figure out if you see any of these symptoms together, okay? Those symptoms in conjunction with each other, the more of them that you have, the higher the likelihood is that you're going to need a new transmission. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. What have been your experiences with getting a new transmission or with transmission problems? Let me know down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.